Hello everyone. The USA is again at the center stage of attention, not the least here in Pakistan because of the expat community sitting over there, many of whom are really worried as to what is happening in LA, California, and the rioting that is going on. And I asked some of them, they expressed their fear that while the rioting does not involve the Pakistanis as such, and it involves a different group of immigrants that seems to be on the target list of Donald Trump, along with other immigrants, generally speaking. And there's a feud going on between the governor of the state and between Donald Trump, and the American president is actually threatening to arrest the governor. It still creates a very uncertain situation for Pakistani community over there. Most of those people who are well settled there seem to be unaffected by it directly, but those who are in the process of settling down have their own fears. And when I probed further, I asked them what exactly is bothering you, considering the fact that this is not exactly a situation which involves the Pakistanis directly. The argument made a lot of sense to me. The argument is this, that when the word immigrants goes up in the headlines and the president of the USA talks about immigrants being criminals, the attention is not just focused on one state only. And the images of riotings and arson and fights and burning and protests is not confined to or associated with one group only. There seems to be a general perception about immigrants that is reinforced by such events and the statements made by the President of the USA. So they believe that while this seems to be focused in LA, California, and this seems to have a context of a Democrat's governor and a Republican president, it seems to be sending out a message which is going to eventually hurt them. The other argument is that this will further fuel Trump administration's determination to chuck out all the immigrants which are even on the gray list. They were saying that while Elon Musk and Trump issue seemed to dominate headlines, and they were having a sigh of temporary relief that perhaps this will engage the president for a long duration of time. With that settling down to whatever situation, and this thing re-erupting, the president and his close associates seem to have brought a new focus onto the issue of immigrants. And each statement made by the president of the USA suggesting that immigrants need to be thrown out because most of them are criminals, basically categorizes them in a very bad situation and puts them in a very bad bracket. So they're really worried. Our advice to them obviously is to just follow the law of the land. Keep your papers in order. Do not deviate from the procedure. Just cooperate with whoever is coming to you. Do not run away and escape. And if you have not a straight line in your papers, then you need to be upfront about it. You may bear the consequences of it, but at least you don't have to play hide and seek and get involved in the kind of activities that we are witnessing in California. Trump administration is determined to deliver the ultimate goal that it had committed itself to when it was campaigning in the recent elections, and this is a campaign promise, and that is that we are going to deal with these illegal aliens who have invaded our land. That's how they phrase it. Pakistani community is very important over there, and that community needs to play with a straight bat on this one. So our advice to them is that do not panic, stay away from trouble, keep your papers in order, and just lie low and hope that this storm will blow over. That doesn't seem to be happening. The other reason why the USA is becoming center of attention here in Pakistan is because of the upcoming visit of Field Marshal Asim Munir to Washington, and what PTI intends to do with regard to this visit. I'm looking at PTI's official account from the USA. They already have 59 members of the U.S. House of Representatives letter that was addressed to Trump administration asking Trump administration to impose visa restrictions on those who are involved in political repression and work towards the release of political prisoners. That is the demand that they are putting up before the U.S. President Donald Trump. via this letter. The other tweet that I'm looking at is even more dangerous. The overactive, hyperactive Sajjad Barki is at it again. He is using some really provocative terminology and talking about the upcoming visit, suggesting that he has created a network of groups that are going to be protesting in front of the Pakistan embassy in Washington on the eve of the arrival of Field Marshal Asim Munir to the US. Now, this actually creates a big problem, not for the visitor, but for the person in whose name all these organizations are campaigning in the US. Every move they make, every insult they hurl, every insinuation they construct, every propaganda tool they deploy, every incentive they give to the US to interfere in Pakistan's internal affairs is going to backfire not onto them, but onto the leader who's languishing in Adiala jail, according to their own description. So some people believe that he's not languishing. He's actually well settled there. He's got his own routine, his gym, his food, and what you may have. But let's assume this is actually languishing there. PTI USA and some of the trolls sitting in USA and in UK have collectively done more damage to Imran Khan's cause back home as compared to the entire so-called conspiracy that they believe is establishment hashed against their party. These people have given every reason to the state of Pakistan to distrust Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's commitments to peace. These people have provoked uncalled for assault against the state of Pakistan, and they have run vicious, dirty campaigns against the very people who get decorated back home because they won a war against India. So they seem to be on a different tangent altogether, but they are not going to let go of this cause because PTI USA and PTI USA-based trolls and analysts and UK-based trolls and analysts seem to have become a new party unto themselves. And this party, however, is not going to create a party-like situation for Imran Khan. I'm telling you, more mayhem they create in Washington on the eve of the visit of Field Marshal Asim Munir to the USA, more problem they will create back home to Imran Khan. But it seems that they don't really care. As long as Imran Khan is in jail, these people seem to be dominating the center stage. And that, for now, seems to be the most important thing for them, to just dominate the center stage and be in the headlines and call the shots, not realizing that they're not calling the shots. They're actually shooting the limited opportunities that exist for Imran Khan to really have some sort of political way out of his current quagmire. But PTI USA is up to no good, and it is not going to translate into any good for PTI in Pakistan.